What is up, everyone? It is so nifty to hit 150. I've been waiting 150 episodes to say that. And that's all I got. So welcome everyone to Survivor Series. We have officially made it to our 150th episode of Nerd Acumen Wrestling right here on the DNA Twitch channel. For all those that have been part of this since episode 1, thank you. And for those that joined somewhere in between, thank you as well. We do this because of you. So tonight is a celebration, but it also is a bitter rivalry. Tuesday night takes on Thursday nights. NAW takes on NEW. Nerd Acumen Wrestling, Nerd Elite Wrestling. Tonight, undisputed will be what happens. We're unifying multiple belts, the DNA, the Murder Mitten, into one. Winner take all of that. Same with the NAW and EW for both men and women. At the end of the night, we will know which belt remains as the undisputed championship. Will it be NAW? Will it be NEW? We'll find out here tonight. 6 amazing matches. I just don't even know what to preface this with. NAW here from Batman support. It's a big night. A lot on the line. We started NAW, 18-something months ago. We started Nerd Elite Wrestling right around WrestleMania. So, I mean, we're talking 7-8 months ago now. Both programs have done amazing. It's about a half a viewer as far as the 30-plus week rivalry difference between the shows. So both shows have had their own support. Both have had amazing rosters, amazing general managers throughout its time periods. Really, it's tough to be saying goodbye to one of them here at the end of the night. So Lana here first. A lot on the line. Tonight will be history in the making. Trevor says, time to give NEW the old Yeller treatment. It was a good dog, but now we got to put it down. Jeez. Locke says, thank you everyone for your support. I know my NAW team will show everyone why NAW is the dominant brand. And yes, Locke was supposed to be here by my side. He is not feeling well. Get better. Worried about letting you guys down. Yeah, no pressure to the teams that Cody King picked or the team that Locke picked, whether it be through matches deciding it for new or Locke determining his picks based on those matches for NAW. One team's going to win. That's all we know. One show will remain. And then at the conclusion of all this, you're at a birthday party. No worries, dude. It's going to be available on demand. If you miss parts of it, have fun at the birthday party. The show will be here. I promise you. But even so, for just chatting in now, thank you. But yeah, no pressure tonight. We will be announcing the roster for NPC, the Performance Center. That'll be Tuesday nights. And then whichever show remains will take over the Thursday night slot. Again, you'll find that out at the conclusion of tonight. You're going to rock it, unquestionably proud and confident in my picks. There you go. Utmost confidence from Locke. If the NAW team loses, Locke said he's sending them to WWE to join Corbin. Oh, God. Anyways, you're all here for one reason and one reason alone, and that's to watch some wrestling. So, Locke, could it be the last time we hear the NAW music? Let's do this. Here we are, Survivor Series. Get ready. We're going to kick things off with the Tag Team Championship. So, exclamation point, match 1. There's only 6 matches tonight. Let's talk about this intro. Oh, man. Let's talk about it. What's up, Brett? Here we go. Tag Team Championship kicking things off here. Legion, Annihilation, King, and Boondock, or Bad Guy Inc. Get your votes in now. This is exclamation point match 1. Again, Legion, Annihilation, King, and Boondock, or Bad Guy Inc. Get your votes in. This is for the Tag Team Championship. Elimination rules for our opening contest here. So get those votes in and make sure you get that confirmation message. If you're not seeing it, it's not counting. And when I was champion with this intro, you were a champ. It's a long time ago. You missed a couple shows you weren't at it. Yeah. It is what it is. Again, the end of tonight, you may end up on being the NPC roster, which is the developmental brand, Brett, or you could end up on the main roster. Who knows? We'll find out later tonight. So get your votes in, though. This is our first match of the show. 6 amazing matches tonight. So we got MX in chat, somewhat of a new member. Shout out to you, MX. You have been drafted, by the way. I snagged your character for community creations. Thanks for adding them. So be on the lookout for that as far as where you're ending up. So here we go. Elimination rules. Pin or submission. If your character is pinned or submitted, they are out of this match, and they will not have a shot at the tag titles. However, both members of the tag team do have to be eliminated for that team to be out. One person can win it for their entire team. So here we have it, though. We're sporting some new attires here tonight, too. That's if you're added to NPC. And sweet, you can't wait. We can't wait to see your debut. It's going to be exciting. Heard about you around the world. Now we can finally officially welcome you to NAW. Or new, or NPC. Hey, yo, DKA, thanks for the host. And here we go. Cody mounting Igor. On the bottom of the screen there on the right. Boondock rolling out of it from Bad Guy Inc. The troublemaking duo. The fearsome foursome that is Bad Guy Inc. here. We'll see where they end up later on tonight. If they end up on the main roster of the developmental. Whoa! Wild move there. Not sure what he was going for. No eliminations as of yet. Brett says, I'm the best. Nothing's ever going to keep you down. No disrespect. Yikes. Cody setting something up on Igor here in the bottom right. He's more so just watching him. Again, Tag Team Championship on the line here. Cody and Boondock winning the championship at 149, which could be the final new this past Thursday. So if you missed that show, do yourself a favor, go back and watch that. Champion eliminated as I'm speaking on them. Boondock pinned by Mark on the outside. It looked like he is out of this match. So one half of the champion's already out. But as mentioned, Cody Kingston, the other half of the champions, winning it with Boondock this past Thursday night. I'll be back at 30 more minutes. Right on rated. Have fun at your party. Lana's got the popcorn out for this show tonight. Who's doing who? Brett, what's going on? You alright tonight, man? Adams setting up a nasty move on the champion Cody there. Number says, let me know who wins this. We will. You're going to the store. Be careful. It's scary out there at night. Bad Guy into the ropes. Grab you a beer. Yeah, grab us all one. Brett, what? What's up with you, man? You alright? You didn't tell anyone to do anyone. What are you talking about? Hey, yo! Thanks for the host, Batman. Kinky. Cody in trouble here again! Just kidding, not Cody. Bad Guy Inc. My screen is small. Who said what? Bat, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Pinfall attempt. One half of Bad Guy Inc. eliminated in this match. We are weird. Cider for me, please. See, Batman knows. Thank you, Batman. Another pinfall. Igor in trouble. Almost eliminated by Cody there. Numbers dwindling in this match. There will be one Survivor, hence tonight the theme is Survivor Series. All of our matches are elimination rules here tonight. You don't drink, you only smoke, because I want all the smoke. Fair enough. I get it. Are you referencing, pretty clever, right? Sure. Bloody! Cody busted open by Igor. Crowd loving it, chanting, "This is awesome." Oh, Brett. I don't know. Street Profits, he gets it. Pinfall attempt. The Maniac. One half Annihilation in trouble there for a second from Bad Guy Inc. Broken up though. Adam down. Injured knee it looks like from Mark. Mark breaking up the pinfall from his tag team partner Igor there. Cody going after Mark. Mark reverses. Gets a boot though in the process here. Back and forth between Igor and Adam in the center of the screen here. Nasty move from the Maniac. We've seen that win matches before. Bad Guy Inc. could be in trouble here. They could be eliminated from this match. We got a Dilly Dilly from DKA. Brother versus brother later on here tonight in our main event. Huge matchup. Especially for such a big pay-per-view for both of them to be in the main event of it, facing off against each other. Igor leverage pin on Adam, cheating to win here. Adam kicks out. Pinfall on Cody. Cody kicks out. Brother versus brother twice tonight, you're right. That is happening a second time. Another one of our title matches. RKO, Mark on Cody. Will that be enough? Ooh, 2.5. Igor in trouble from Adam. Does everyone in Bad Guy Inc. have the same finisher? They might. Batman says that was 4. Come on, ref, wake up. Down the Maniac goes. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Facts. Rest in peace, Eddie. 14 years. That's craziness. Menno, 2 belts is flying around that ring. He is on another level here tonight. He is in 3 championship matches. He could walk out with 3 belts. He could walk out with none. He could walk out with somewhere in between. A lot on the line for him tonight, as well as a main event tonight. That man is going to be tired. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't sleep all of Sunday. Cody eliminated. We are guaranteed new tag team champions. This is exciting. Business is picking up. Cody King out. Boondock out earlier. Guaranteed new champions. Who's it going to be? Both members of Annihilation left. Both members of Legion left. 1 member of Bad Guy Inc. left. Mark says probably none there in chat. That is not the confidence I want to hear or see from you, my friend. You can do it. Maniac tossing Ego back in the ring, of course. Oh, thought Mark was going to go for a roll-up on the outside there. Instead of DDT into the mat, busting open the Maniac. The referee into position. Will he get a count? Adam running over. Stop it. Does not get there in time. The Maniac out. Adam is alone now. Both members of Legion still in this thing. They don't have the advantage yet. They're still facing off against 2 people. Mark needs Igor to step up as he's getting beat there. And Igor needs Mark to continue his dominance. Oh my. Scary place for Adam to be. Hooks the leg. Oh, 2.5. JBL was a great champion. Was he though? Mark setting up another move. Pinfall attempt on Igor. Mark could not break it up. He did not save his partner. Igor is out. Legion is in trouble. We have a triple threat match for the title now. Bad Guy Inc., Legion, Annihilation. Playing ping pong with Mark here. Back and forth. Mark in a bad way now. This is not good. Mark's still in trouble. He needs to break away from this. Both men down from Adam. A little bit of juke and jive, jabbing from Adam there. Hooks the leg, pinfall attempt. Will Bad Guy Inc. get eliminated? No. Roll up. Adam in trouble. Oh, 2.5. Just having a rest as Batman. Hooks the leg, setting up a pedigree. Does not get it though. Interrupted by Evans. Evans tossing Adam into the ring. Batman missing that drop kick there. Mark, the NAW champion and Twitch champion at this point, looking to acquire a third belt here. Will Mark obtain the tag titles for the first time in his career? Or will Bad Guy Inc. step up? Or will we see once again annihilation at the top of the mountain? One of these three men will let us know here in a few moments. DKA cheering on Mark. Goldman says great match. Indeed, I agree. The referee's down. Mark taking out the referee. That is unlike him. Fatigue setting in already as he's spinning around this ring like a crazy man. Hung up in the corner there now. These men are exhausted. Warline cheering on Mark. Pinfall attempt. Mark broke up the pin to Adam. I don't know what that's about. Isn't no DQ? Right. Action continues. Evans on the outside with Mark. Adam on the inside recovering. The referee is back up. Yeah, why did that just happen? That is strange. Pinfall attempt. Referee into position. Adam on the outside. Broken up there. Mark went berserk. He did. He snapped. Mark in trouble now on the outside. Gets a pedigree and busted open. This could be the end of the night for Mark. For at least this match. Reversing it as he stands back up. My. Back in the ring now with Evans. Mark is in trouble. A bloody mess. Submission hold. Will he tap? Holding on. Fighting through. Knees to the back. Gets through the submission hold. Mark back to his feet slowly. Evans gets a stunner. Adam back to his feet. Into the ring he goes. Adam interrupting the progress from Mark here. Evans interrupting the progress from Adam. Working on the right arm now. None of them can get momentum going. Adam with his signature on top of the face of Mark. Pinfall attempt. Will this be the end of the night for Bad Guy Inc. in the tag title match? It is. We are down to one of these two men. Annihilation, Legion, Adam or Mark for the tag titles. Who will walk out as champion? Batman says I'm left-handed. That's okay. Adam in control of this thing right now. Power slam. Down he goes. Back up to his feet, helping him up. Oh! Stops the clothesline. But drops him on his back anyways. Scoops him up. Fighting through it is Mark. Uh-oh. Hooks him into position. Nice snap suplex there. Batman confident that Adam has this. Still anyone's match. Almost like a clover leaf there. NWO and Bad Guy Inc. need to be a team. Pinfall attempt from Mark. Will this be enough to eliminate Adam, become tag team champions with Igor? It is! Wow, Mr. 3 belts now. Twitch, NAW, and now the tag. Woo! Incredible victory, opening up Survivor Series here tonight. DKA says the Dilly Dilly. Warline cheering on. Legion showing why they are at the top of the food chain here at Nerd Acumen Wrestling. Some highlights of the match you just saw. Our opening contest, of course. Mr. 3 belts. You got it. Legion getting a belt already. We just started. Rest as it reminds me of myself. Look at this. What a great opening contest here for Survivor Series. We know this now. Mark, the biggest question that he asked himself before going live today: how many belts will I walk out with? Well, you're guaranteed 1 at least right now. Indeed, screenshot this. That's your champion. And Igor, too, of course. Shout out to Igor, who couldn't be here tonight. He had to work a late shift. So shout out Igor if you're watching on rerun. And congratulations, you got gold. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get going on our setup here. And again, thank you all for joining us to Survivor Series. Let's set up our second contest, shall we? Let me load this up real quick. Our Twitch Championship Battle Royal. We have the Felon, Brett, Don, DKA, and Mark. Get your votes in now. Is the first title Igor's ever won? You know, I don't know about that. It might be. So the Felon, Brett, Don, DKA, and Mark, get your votes in now. This is for the Twitch Championship. It's a Battle Royal. Exclamation point match 2 for those voting along. Be quick. Get your votes in. You can still vote real quick for a few moments here. A lot to happen here tonight. We're moving along real quick. And yes, a Battle Royal. Who's the guy in the gold and black? Isn't that you? It's you, Mark. So yeah, big night. Be a little more lenient on vote timing. We got a lot going on tonight. Get your votes in. Yes, please don't take advantage of Locke here. He's being very generous. Got a lot going on here tonight. Elimination rules: over the top rope in this Battle Royal contest. If both feet touch the floor, you are out of this match. No shot at the Twitch Championship. Mark, of course, your champion going into this match. Will he walk out? And Mr. 2 belts guaranteed. We'll find out here. Brett strongly dislikes Battle Royals, if you're being honest. They're tough matches. They are tough matches. We'll find out if Brett prevails. You fella forgot your Legion attire. Yeah. I downloaded it after I set up the card. So coming next week, you'll have your Legion attires. So many apologies for that. I do have them, but the card was already set. So you'll be debuting Legion as a whole next week. What match is this? This is the Twitch Championship, match 2 on the card here tonight. Battle Royal. Get your vote in real quick. No one's eliminated yet, Brock. So the Felon, DKA, Don, Brett, or Mark. The draft is ready and in place. The rosters are already set. I spent 3 hours last night setting up everything. So we are ready to premiere NPC. And DKA gets eliminated. Mark and Igor won the first match, Brock. They are the tag team champions. But yeah, I spent 3 hours last night setting everything. The rosters are all set, ready to go. NPC ready to debut Tuesday night. And then the winner of the winner-take-all elimination match in our main event will take over the Thursday night spot. Of course, this upcoming Thursday. So everything starts over, everything changes, and titles are being unified here tonight. We're unifying DNA and Murder Mitten. We're unifying the NAW and EW titles for both men and women. So a lot on the line here tonight. This is a huge, huge night. So I'm glad you're all sticking with us. Glad you're here enjoying this show with us. DKA 100-bit donation. Thank you so much. Let me get that in here for you. Appreciate the generous donation. We got a hip hip hooray. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So DKA getting an entry here. Thank you so much. There's a Legion member kicking me. Brett eliminated during that. Nah, Batman keep his score. NAW 1, NEW 0. It only matters in the main event. It's not overall. 2 Legion members left in this one. Indeed. Sorry, Brett. It's okay, man. It's okay. Stick with us, though, so you find out where you're going to end up on the rosters. You like the way it's stacking up, though, Sislok? I'll be shattered by then. Yeah, Mark, you got a long night ahead of you before the main event. The Felon eliminated. We're down to 2. Mark or Don here for the Twitch Championship. Will Mark retain or will Don prevail? Don is bloodied. Mark, call him butter because this dude is on a roll so far here tonight. This is incredible. Gotta hurt. DKA cheering on Mark. Head scissor. Striking him a cheap shot there. Knee to the face now. Don beginning to tear his opponent apart. Up he goes. Down he goes. Alright, Mark, you are in trouble now because once Don gets going, especially with those strikes, it's hard to stop him. Come on, let's guarantee Mr. 2 Belts, says Warline. Grand Canyon, of course, in our main event here tonight. Then it says, I've lost this one, though. Yeah, it's not looking great, to be honest. This is match 2, Nightmare Twitch Championship. Marco champion going in. Battle Royal over the top rope elimination. Fat Lady did not sing yet. Don is great. One of our most powerful people on the roster, that's a fact. Who won the first match? Mark and Igor, they're the new tag team champions. Nice missile drop kick there. Don setting him up on the ropes for elimination. He doesn't go for it. He pulls him right back in. Interesting approach. All right. Kip up. Don back to his feet. Nasty clothesline. This match has got to be over. Good night, Mark. If he could pick him up and set him into position, he's got him right on the ropes there. All right, this has got to be it. No, Mark comes back alive. Don says no. Tosses him with ease. Oh my. Gets part of that, not all of it. Incredible, though. Kick to the midsection. Reverses the stunner attempt. Don recognizing his moves. Here you go. He's going to pull him over to the ropes now. Don has got this win in a basket. Oh! He pulls down the rope for the clothesline. Don misses up and over and out. The winner and still Twitch champion. Mark. Wow. That was an incredible reversal there at the end to win. Indeed, 2 belts. Guaranteed. Walking out of Survivor Series with 2. Will he retain the NAW against 7 other men here tonight? He could be Mr. 3 belts. This is incredible. This is Survivor Series. And this is NAW and EW. One will remain.
Here is your winner,
Nice match. Just call him Mr. Survivor Series. Wonderful. Thank you, says Batman. Of course, thanking the audience there and the appreciation and support of this man. Hashtag that, Mr. Survivor Series. Kicking things off, 2 wins, 2 matches, 4 to go here tonight for Survivor Series. Again, thank you all for joining us. This is our 150th episode celebration. This is a milestone. And indeed, you deserve it. Incredible performance here to kick things off. Legion is going to be a tough force wherever they end up. So here we go. We're setting up our 3rd match. For those voting along, exclamation point match 3. Gravity, DKA, Adam, Cody, and Bones. Exclamation point match 3. Gravity, DKA, Adam, Cody, or Bones. This is the unification match of the DNA Championship and Murder Mitten Championship. Only one will remain. Elimination rules for this match. And in Legion gear, says Batman. Can you vote Mark for this one? Mark is not in this match. So get your votes in quick. That was a really quick load for some reason. So you can still vote real quick. Again, Locke said he's going to be generous. We got a lot of matches to get through here tonight. So Cody, DKA, Bones, Adam, and Gravity, get your votes in real quick here. Elimination rules. Unification match. There's going to be one undisputed champion. DNA, Murder Mitten. One of those belts are going away forever after tonight. Which one will it be? You need a space. Where is Cody? I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from him. Another DPN. I know that Igor said he wasn't going to be able to. I don't know about Cody. You love the DNA top. You know, I love them both. So, it's going to be sad to see one of them go away. That's for sure. Keep the Legion momentum going, DKA. Yeah, Legion could potentially win almost every match here at Survivor Series. That would be an incredible feat for them. And especially heading into the drafts, having that type of momentum with championships. I'm sorry, for those that want to face them, they have a tough challenge ahead. Cody and Gravity, no strangers to each other here, doing work back and forth. Knee to the face. Battle Royal over the top here. Eliminations. Fireman's carry. DKA doing work now on Cody. Bones and Adam back and forth. Uh-oh. Cody in trouble from DKA. Powerbomb to the outside of the ring. Bones out of this match as well from Adam. 2 eliminations simultaneously. Cody out. Bones out. DKA also in trouble here. Adam assisting Gravity. DKA out of this thing. We are down to 2. Usually I'd vote for Gravity, but DKA is there. Hey, no hard feelings. I understand. Usually I don't vote for anyone, so... no worries. I don't vote for anyone. DK says no. We are down to Annihilation member Adam and the Wolfpack member Gravity. Wolfpack has a lot on the line here tonight as well. They're both in the main event as well as the NAW and EW championship later tonight. Batman cheering on DNA. Gravity in trouble here. This is not a place... oh, this is not where he wants to be against Adam. Things are not looking good for him. Whip into the ropes, into the corner here. Adam chopping you down to size in the turnbuckle is not a place you want to be. I promise you that, and that's going to hurt too. Someone get the ice packs ready because I'm about to hit the showers, it looks. Adam looking a little fatigued though. War of attrition at this point in the match. Gravity turning around, reversal kick to the midsection. Over to the ropes, guiding him. Super kick, and we have a winner. Unified champion, DNA and Murder Mitten champion, the Undisputed. You can call me the first ever Mr. Undisputed. Thank you. Incredible. Batman says no. Yes, you mean. It's spelled Y-E-S. Yes. For life. Ah, yes. DNA Undisputed champion, Murder Mitten Undisputed. Thank you, Locke. Someone recognizes talent. Yes, thank you, Lana.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your next wrestling and Travis James.
Guess that's goodbye to DNA title. That's all dependent on who wins the main event. If NAW wins, bye-bye Murder Mitten. If NEW wins, bye-bye DNA. That's how it's working. But right there, basking in all of this. Look at those belts. Both of them. On these proud shoulders. Someone screenshot this glory. Please. Please do me a favor. Goodbye to a title you held 3 times. I don't get my own custom arena for this one. Nah. If I was unifying the NAW and EW, maybe.
Hey, yo.
Thanks for the host, Brock. So it's not gone yet. No, it's all dependent on the main event. Those are tied to a show. Murder Mitten is tied to NEW. So if NEW loses, Murder Mitten's gone. DNA is tied to NAW. If NAW wins, same deal here. So that's how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, though, let's set up our 4th match. Exclamation point match 4. So get your votes ready. This is the NAW and EW unification match for the NAW Women's Championship. Crystal, Lana, Smalls, and Lilith. Will I see myself with tag and Twitch title later? I don't know if they walk out with both of them, to be honest. I don't know. I've never tested that. NAW is up 2-1 right now. That's not bad. I get a win for my brand. I'm hoping my brand wins, obviously. So, what's up, Cody? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you for voting along now. Exclamation point match 4. This is the unification match for the NAW and NEW Women's Championship. Crystal, Lana, Smalls, and Lilith. Again, get your votes in. Exclamation point match 4. And I can't emphasize enough, the belts that will go away will be depending on the brand that wins or loses. So that is how it works. It's all determined by the main event and the main event only, not overall. So no pressure for those in the main event now. Yeah, we're flying through match 4 already. The super cool new thing they brought into the arena, the back of the truck. No, Locke. We ain't playing that. Lana kicking things off here, our first entrant in the Women's Championship. As you can see, she is not currently holding a belt around her waist. The only one in this match that does not have a title. Smalls is going in as your Twitch champion. That is not on the line tonight for the women. No one redeemed strands for it, and there was no stream boss for it. So no Twitch championship on the line, and there was nothing to unify it with for the women. So that is just not in competition tonight. And then, of course, Crystal is our NAW champion, and Lilith is our NEW champion. So 3 out of the 4 women here tonight in this match are all champions. One will walk out with at least 2 belts to be undisputed.
And introducing the challenger from Ann Arbor, Michigan. She is the Internet Champion, Sarah Ann.
I don't know belts. Who won so far? Igor and Mark won the tag team championship in the opening contest. Cody, unfortunately, you lost your belts to them. Our second match, Mark retained the Twitch championship. And in our third match, I became the undisputed DNA and Murder Mitten champion. And now we are in our 4th contest of 6 here tonight. So we're already halfway through the show. We're flying. Our NAW Women's Champion will NAW be going away forever. We'll find out in our main event.
And introducing the champion from Grand Rapids, Michigan. She is the Women's Champion, Crystal.
I am thirsty. Igor does have a title. That is impressive. Honestly, it was a great opening contest, too. It is cider. Yes, yes, Batman. I have a lot to drink up before it sits in my fridge for the next 6 months. I only drink when I stream, really. Which I guess is quite a lot. And I only have one during a show. So it's healthy, right? No judgment. I'd love Somerset in England. I think I would just love England. I need to go, so. You lost track of time. Dude, you got a lot going on. You're closing, like, what, within a week and a half, is it? Or less? I can't remember the date you said. I knew it was coming up. Scrumpy cider, that sounds good. Please do, very welcome. Yeah, I need to go. One of these days. Lana has been multiple times. I have not. Friday the 22nd. See, yeah, real quick. Like 6 days quick. You excited, Cody? It's huge. It's very strong. I like strong. You thought that stethoscope was a loose headphone. That's what it's for. The NAW and NEW. Get a look at both of those belts. One of these 4 women, Lana here, Smalls, Crystal, or Lilith will become the undisputed women's champion, unifying both of those belts. And we'll find out which one remains at the conclusion of our main event here tonight. Very excited, just a lot of work. I know what you're going through. It is a lot of work. But it'll be worth it. It's fun. It's exciting. But man, it is a lot of work. My shirt's see-through tonight, by the way. House on Haunted Hill. Very, very cool. Classic. Smalls on the inside here, locking up into a submission hold. The NAW and new men's match next. Brock, right after this one. Just 6 matches tonight. Our main event is the 4v4.
Hey, yo.
So, well, the elimination, the brand vs. brand Survivor Series traditional match, the 4v4 is the main event. The title match is next. So depending on how you interpret your question, there's an answer for both, hopefully. Cody, thanks for the host. Playing ping pong with Smalls. Who's repping NAW in this match? So it's actually 2-2. Lilith and Lana are both Thursdays. And Crystal and Smalls are Tuesdays. $2K doesn't do 5v5? No, it doesn't. You can only have 8. No, she went back to new. They tried to draft her to NAW, she went back to new. So it's 2v2 in this one. As far as if you're keeping track on who's winning more matches. Because NAW's up, what, 2-1 right now? Pinfall attempt here. Lana in trouble. Lana out of this thing. The first one eliminated, so it doesn't even matter, Lana, the whole debate there. Null and void. You're out of this match. 2K got hacked last night. It was beautiful seeing an AEW profile pic. Yeah, there were some other things that weren't so beautiful to see. I sent Locke a message about what I saw. That was quite awful. 2-1, NAW now, yes. So Smalls and Crystal representing NAW. So if NAW wins this, they'd go up 3-1. Giving them a huge advantage. Not the bat off the top of the head of Crystal's head. Oh my god. Oh. Are they still hacked? No, they resolved it. They issued an apology. And it's just their social media. That was a nasty shot with the bat. Action continuing here. Elimination rules, pinfall, or submission in this one. Smalls wisely rolling out of the ring. These two former tag team champions up until this past week. Of course, Lana and Amanda claiming the belts from them. Pinfall attempt there. Crystal in trouble. 2 there. Someone hack 2K20 and fix it? Yes, please do. Our plan was to go live with that game on Tuesday, but that is not happening now. We are going to be determined. So for now, we're sticking with 19. And it's all set for the new shows. Smalls doing work on Lilith here in the ring now. Crystal rolled out of the ring. So your Twitch champion Smalls doing work on the NAW champion Lilith. Pinfall attempt here. Will this be enough? Champion eliminated. New champion is out. We are guaranteed a NAW victory in this match. Will it be Smalls? Will it be Crystal? Undisputed champion. Smalls with the pinfall attempt. Our Twitch champion. Is she going to obtain all 3 belts? Oh my. Your first ever undisputed women's champion, Smalls. Twitch, NAW, NEW. She has them all. Congratulations. Batman says, oh yeah. Hashtag NOW. For life. Cody says, congrats, Smalls. So up 3-1 now is NAW. They win one more match here tonight. They're guaranteed an overall victory, but the one that matters the most is the main event. Keep that in mind.
Here is your women's and Sarah Ann.
Look at the belts. Both of them. Holding him up proudly. Undisputed women's champion here at Survivor Series. Our 150 special. We've made it. If it wasn't me, I wanted to be you, says Lana. How kind. Wow, what a night so far. And we're only 4 matches in. We still have our men's championship 8-man match. And we still have our 4v4 match. I have a feeling those are going to be long matches. Will it be NAW if they win overall? No, it only matters if the main event. That's what matters the most. Exclamation point match 5. Herman, Rob, Seth, The End, Mark, Rated, Cody, or Trevor. Get your votes in. Exclamation point match 5. Herman, Rob, Seth, The End, Mark, Rated, Cody, or Trevor. Get your votes in. This is the NAW-NEW unification match. If you missed it there, we're going to see through their entrances. So get your votes in now. Exclamation point match 6. Or excuse me, 5. 5. 5. 5, 5, 5. It's 5. Not 6. 5. Brock says, don't mind the black and gold. Ooh, it sounds like he's making a mockery of the Legion. Wasn't intentional. Speaking of Brock in the end here, kicking off our entrances. Men's unification undisputed match. We do got some weight. So you have time to get your votes in. Exclamation point match 5. The End coming out here, spiking a green ball. What's going to come out of the mist? Oh, with throwback. We're going retro here. For 150, we're going throwback for the end. Was it a bath bomb? Could have been. Mr. Survivor Series got this. Will Mark walk out with all three? I like the throwback entrance here in attire. Very cool. Glow Boys. That was a long time ago now. What we got next? Rated, what have you missed? 4 matches. Welcome back. Well, I mean, you saw, what, part of the first one, I think? Did you see all the first one? I can't recall when you left now. Anyways, a recap, you rated. You're just in time for a big match for you. Tag Team Champions, Mark Igor. Still Twitch Champion, Mark. Undisputed DNA, Murder Mitten, Gravity. And Smalls, Undisputed Women. And the one and only here, look at this attire. This is awesome. Representing Legion here. Very cool attire. Stepping up to the plate for Survivor Series with a big new look.
Weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the men's heavyweight champion, Magnificent Mark Bennett.
Give you 10 minutes for a recap, right on. Won 4 times in a row from Gambling Strands. Got all my strands back from cashing in for this match. That's awesome. There's your NAW champ, Mr. NAW, Mr. Survivor Series. Could he be Mr. 3 belts at the end of this? We'll find out. So if you're redeeming strands for any matches here tonight, whether it be for the NAW Championships or DNA or Murder Mitten, depending on who wins, it'll get pushed over to whichever title remains. Then, of course, the main show will be Thursday nights. The developmental brand NPC will be Tuesday nights. 5 matches every Tuesday, 7 matches every Thursday. That'll be how it works. Someone write down in chat, anyone want to do that for Rated? That'd be amazing of you. I love like special attires or debuts of new attires for pay-per-views. I think that's awesome. There you go, DK. Thank you so much. I did win the DNA. I just like to pat myself on the back for that one. Big win. Shocking the system, Mr. Seth, NAW champion. He's also looking to make history here tonight. He loves big matches. So something to consider too that we're doing with NPC, if you're interested in being a mentor for new talent, consider early NXT, the rookie and pro. You'd be a manager representing talent on Tuesday nights. What'll basically be happening is there's going to be a tournament over the course of, I don't know, we'll say 4 episodes or 5 episodes. We'll probably say 4 episodes. The 5th one will be the final in the tournament. We're going to select 8 people. So I'll put out in social media once I put the rosters out. If anyone's interested in being a mentor will assign you to someone. And again, over the course of 4 weeks, you'll mentor them. On the 5th episode, there's going to be a tournament of those 8 people. The winner of such tournament, and based on community voting, will determine who gets called up to the main roster. That'll be how call-ups work for NPC. What is going to help your case if you're new watching? Shout out to MX if you're still here with us. People like them, if they end up on NPC, if they're new to the show, the more active you are in chat and the more involved you are, the more likely the community is going to have your back. Sometimes winning or losing matches don't matter. It's about how involved you are. And the more you watch, the more strands you earn, the better odds you have of getting a title shot right when you debut on the main roster. So these are things that we're considering and doing for the developmental brand starting on Tuesday. So we'll be making the roster announcement, the full roster, come Monday. And then if anyone has questions at the end of the show where they're ending up, Cody says looking like Johnny Blaze. So there you go. If anyone had questions at the end of the show, once we have the conclusion of the winner of the brands, I can answer questions and tell you where you're ending up, because I do have the roster sheet. I just haven't posted it publicly yet. Boondock is your mentor, and I already got a main roster gold. So yeah, I mean, that's great momentum for them.
And from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 3.
So yeah, a few of you are offering up the mentor program. Thank you for that.
Robert the Punisher Jones.
We basically want to get people involved, more active like you all are in chat. It helps, honestly, your character. Some great examples of that. Cross, right? Adrian Cross. Comics in chat. He debuted only a few months ago. Look at the rise to the top he had. Batman. I caught his gamertag. He stood out because I personally like Batman. He was very active in chat. We made a Batman character for him. Someone else, we all got involved helping in making his character. And he climbed the ranks. And, I mean, look at him now at Survivor Series. He has not been on the show very long either, only a couple months. So, Boy Lion says there would not be bias. Grand Canyon would make a great mentor, I agree. And Nightmare, great mentor as well. A lot of you have been, here for a while now. Jeff Farmer is in this match? What? Don't think I should be a mentor. I'm always too positive would be good for a new person. Did I get your new guy for tonight? I have your new guy for the new rosters. Oh, Jeff, okay. See, that's where I didn't know that. Hey, I don't know all wrestling. Then as long as NAW wins tonight, there you go. Waiting on the next opponent here to come out. Ooh. The rude one. His boyhood dream could come true here tonight. I-Rob, the Peen Hammer. There you have it. Mr. I-Rob, we've seen the many faces of this man throughout 150 episodes. He debuted on episode 1. He had some of the worst win-loss records in the history of this program, and he is one of the only people that has been on the show since day 1 to never hold the main belts ever. Did I get your new guide for tonight? No. I have it for the new rosters. This card was already set up when I did downloads, so I didn't make any adjustments. Legion had a few members that had updated their attires too. I didn't get them all either. But going forward, everyone is updated that submitted prior to today. If you're still submitting, please do so ASAP so I can set things in place in motion. Batman says, you think tonight is his night. Hashtag Mr. Peenhammer. So again, 150 episodes now. Will tonight be his night? He is yet to ever win the big one. He's looking focused. Also looking focused and determined, your commissioner and head of talent relations of NPC, Cody King. So if you're looking to be on NPC and be a rookie here, speak with this man. He's going to get you set up and running at the Performance Center. Cody's still walking after the nasty powerbomb. He shouldn't be. We'll see how it holds up in this match for him, if it has any effect. How he's gonna walk. Confidence. That's key. Will Cody be the undisputed one here? Even with the pyro, spending all the show's money. Last time he's going to have access to the budget for it. You know, in the AA leagues and regular leagues, I always walk hard. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler, says Locke. Locke, of course, you could have your last night as general manager. You could have already seen yours. If NAW loses, Locke, you're done. You're out of a job, my friend. However, if NAW wins, he'll be in charge of the main card in its entirety, and you'll be answering to Locke. If he answers, can someone write in chat? Rated, yeah, you're not able to hear. That's right. You did not get your new character for tonight, but it's ready for the new draft. Thank you, Locke. Thank you. Batman, confident for NAW. Cody does have access to the budget NPC. That is a fact. You know what I'm most excited for? The newly designed arena for Thursday nights. Whatever show wins, it's getting a complete facelift and overhaul. NPC will have a brand new arena debuting Tuesday night. We don't know what any of these things look like yet. What I do know, this man looks like $1 million because Wolfpack is going to win for life. He better win. Come on, Herman. You got this, Mr. Wicked. And if New wins the main event, I stay with access. It's true. Cody has complete control of NPC and NEW if they were to win. I was hoping to have his second attire be shown tonight. Alright, I didn't know that. That's alright. You'll debut it next week.
From Ann Arbor, Michigan, weighing in at 400 pounds, Trevor Miller.
Yeah, everything was already locked in, so I apologize for those that had updated things. It is Miller time. I don't have a Miller, but I'll drink to that. This man is no stranger to having the belt. One of the powerhouses here. Trevor, representing the Nerds of Wrestling, could very easily walk out with the Undisputed Championship. Now keep in mind, this is not a battle royal. Pinfall, submission, falls count anywhere, elimination rules in this match. We're going to count it down to one survivor, one undisputed champion, one to represent them all, and here we go. My, there are a lot of bodies in this ring, a lot to call. Seth starting things off with Cody on the south side. Cody gets dumped outside again, not over the top rope. Pinfall submission in this one. On the inside of the ring, Wicked working on Trevor, Rated, and the end working on Mark. IROB flying around this ring. Will his boyhood dream come true? We will find out soon. Referee already down in this match. There is not enough room in that ring to contain all of this. Rated now working on IROB in the corner. Trevor in trouble from Wicked. Out of the ring goes Mark. The end here. The end going high risk. Look out, Mark, your NAW champion. Mr. NAW. Oh, he got only part of that. He still hurt him in the process. Crowd booing an awful lot here for that. Super kick. Seth doing work on Cody. A lot on the line here. This is the top dog. The big dog, if you will. Pinfall attempt. Referee doesn't even see it. Someone above. Look at this. Referee completely ignored the end. Unreal. We have a biased referee in this ring. Already controversy. Herman and Seth in stereo bouncing off the apron and ropes there, if you saw that. Ooh. Off the steel steps, you heard the leg of Rated. Hooks the leg. Now Seth in trouble. Could Cody eliminate Seth, the new champion? He does not. Seth kicks out at 2. Pinfall attempt. Mark on the end. Referee. I don't know how he can see over there. Nah, okay, we have a kick out. It doesn't even matter. Another pinfall attempt. Rated in trouble. Batman says 3. Rated in the ring. Herman to follow. Nasty impact DDT there on the outside. IROB in control of Trevor. Meanwhile, Mark in the end battling it out. Bitter rivals here. After the falling out recently that these two had. A little bit of back and forth on social media as well. It's nice that they're able to get their hands on each other in this match. Who will eliminate who, though? That is the big question. Because that alone will present bragging rights over the other. Mark getting revenge on the end in his gold pants. Stunner on the inside. Rated working on Wicked. Wicked getting pinned. Hooks the leg. Rated finally home. Welcome back. Pinfall on the outside. Mark to the end. The end eliminated by Mark. He gets his revenge. Another pinfall. IROB kicks out at 2 from Trevor there. 7 men remain. Undisputed championship on the line here. Three to 1. NAW is up on the program. Go, Mr. Survivor Series, says DKA. Hooks the leg. Wicked now. Oh, Mark almost eliminated. Trevor had IROB in a 50 count. Seth with Cody on the outside. Cody kicks out at 2. 7 men still remain.
A competitor has been
Rated just submitted to IROB. We are down to 6 men. Rated is out of this match. Mark getting amped up here on the inside. 2 Wolfpack members left in there. He misses. Brett, yo, what's up? Trevor sleeping, taking a nap. Stunner. Wicked is down. Mark exhausted. Cody hitting Seth. 2 count. IROB celebrating. You haven't won yet, dude. Rated, you did get eliminated just now. What's this? 8-man elimination rules. Undisputed Men's Championship. Seth doing work on Cody on the outside. Pinning on the ramp there. Referee scrambling to get there. Cody King has been eliminated. And then there were 5. Referee counting. IROB in trouble from Mark. Ooh, 2 count there. The draft has not been announced yet. No, I will answer any questions after the main event. Rolling out of the ring is Mark here. We are down to 5. Wicked now pinning Trevor. Will this be enough? Trevor eliminated. We are down to 4. One of these 4 men will become the first ever undisputed champion. You wish your new guy was there. He never would have tapped. Big powerbomb to Wicked. Mark on the outside recovering. Seth doing work on IROB. Nasty move there. Seth fatigued. IROB wisely rolling out of the ring. We are still down to 4 in this match. Warline cheering on Mr. Survivor Series. Will Mark walk out with 3 belts? Pinfall from the new champion, Seth. Mark eliminated. The NAW title up for grabs. Of course, part of the Undisputed, the unification rules in this one. What an amazing night Mark had. He still is in our main event, but 2 out of 3 championships ain't bad. 2 Wolfpack members, 1 Seth. Nasty kick there. We've seen that win many matches from Seth here. The boyhood dream slowly crumbling in front of his eyes for IROB here. Seth having great momentum. No, there are no NAW members left. This is guaranteed a new victory in this match. So going into our main event, 3 for NAW, 2 for new. So yes, Legion can still stand tall. A lot of pride there for tonight's efforts from them. Wolfpack members now facing off. Herman and IROB. Nasty uppercut. They both are hesitant there on the moves. I'm not sure if he caught that. Bringing him back in with the suplex. Yeah, they should really focus on Genesis here. I agree, Locke. You think your wrestler is shattered. He's probably exhausted. He's had a hell of a night. Seth back in the ring. Well, oh. IROB trying to tap out Herman. Seth breaking that up. Now working on the right arm is Seth. Feint. IROB rolling out of the ring, leaving Wicked alone. Wicked fighting out of this. Setting up the arm bar. Will Seth fight through? Or will he tap to Wicked? He fights through it. Multiple left hands to the face there. Good God. Setting up his signature. Gets it. Down he goes. Will Seth go for a pinfall here? A slight hesitation, but the referee in position to count 2 and 3. Wicked eliminated. We are down to 2. The boyhood dream. Will it come true? Or Seth, will he set new records? Will he become the 8-time NAW champion and unify these belts while he is 3-time champion? Or will IROB finally, after 150 episodes, tap out Seth here? Will Seth tap? Oh my. Oh, he fights through it. IROB needs to focus here. Incredible. Batman says the boyhood dream, and he's setting up. This is the submission that has won IROB many recent matches. Seth rolls out of it though, kicks to the back. Unreal. How is he scrambling out of that? IROB in trouble with that move from Seth. He has won matches with that pinfall attempt. 2 count. The dream is still alive. IROB slow to get back to his feet. Oh my. IROB in trouble here. He has taken a beating. Does he have it in him to kick out one more time? Seth has just become your undisputed champion of the men's division. Yo, MX, what's up? 8-time NAW champion, 3-time NEW champion. Seth has unified those belts and has become your first ever undisputed champion at episode 150. NAW leads tonight 3-2 as we head into our main event coming up next. Cool J says yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is
incredible.
Heavyweight and Seth.
Both of the belts in possession by this man here. Pop the bottles because tonight's a night to celebrate. Cody says Seth might be the only member of Genesis I like. That's my belt, says Batman. It was. Congratulations, Seth. Undisputed champion at 150 here tonight. History has been made again. Don't go anywhere though, because we're setting up our main event of the show. My new guy would have won. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, get your votes ready. Either vote for NAW or NEW. Exclamation point match 6. This is your main event. Again, vote for NAW or NEW. Exclamation point match 6. How much of the title redeem is going to be the same? We're not making any adjustments with that. So here you have it. NAW on the left, New on the right. Winner take all. One show remains on Thursday nights. Tuesday nights will be the Performance Center. This is what we all came to see. Who will prevail? Team NAW, Team New. Get your votes in. I got nothing. Here we go. Starting things off is going to be DKA and the Felon. No strangers to each other. Brother versus brother. This is like a civil war here. New for life, says Lana. One show will remain. Elimination rules. This is a traditional tag team Survivor Series match. 4v4. Winner take all. The war ends here. And everything starts anew on Tuesday. 5 of the 8 of these guys are in Legion, in case you didn't know. Cody and Locke shaking hands respectfully. Very nice. Honestly, it has been a great run for NAW and NEW. Both programs have treated me incredibly well, and I hope you've enjoyed your time on whichever roster you have been a part of. So when NAW wins, does that make you a Grand Slam champ? Throughout the history of belts, even if they're now considered defunct, I don't know how that works. If you're talking about active championships, yes. If you're talking about the history of all championships, no. Bemis says, I've loved my time here. It's been awesome. So the conclusion of this match, I'll go to my announcer's desk. I'll be answering questions because I know how come CM Punk. I know many of you are chomping at the bit to find out where you're ending up on the roster, whether it be Tuesday or Thursday nights. And we'll find out what we're going to call Thursday nights here at the conclusion of this match. So to clarify, I'll answer all questions at the end of this program. Seth says, man, I really didn't think I'd win. You retained your NEW and obtained the NAW. That's huge. And yes, Cody, you and I are the only all-time Grand Slam champs winning all available titles on both programs. That is no longer going to be possible after tonight. They need CM Punk in the DLC for 2K20. He's signed to Fox, though, isn't he? He's not signed to WWE. Legal men now, Canyon and Igor. Brandon says, Cody, don't talk to me. Come on. They're the opposite show. These people in this match, even though they're opposing each other tonight, they could be on the same show starting next week, opposing each other in matches every week. So there you go, tag up sometime. Ooh. So this changing of the rosters is also going to change up some of the rivalries you've been seeing, creating new rivalries, which is very exciting. Shaking up the program. Igor eliminated from this match. NAW is up 4-3. Seth once again, he claimed he would, and he did shock the system. Nightfall setting up a submission hold on Canyon here. What am I drinking? It's called Meckley's Cider Bushwhacker. Ciders with attitude. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I had a peach one as well. He won't give in. Nightfall almost taking out the referee there. Canyon in trouble. New trying to even things up here with Nightfall. Nice lion salt. You know, Ray, I try. Luke or Butch. Both. Bloodied his Canyon here. DKA there to break up the pinfall. The Felon also in the ring. Match continues here. Nice work, DKA, says Batman. Working together as a team. That's what you got to do. You got to get in there in time and break up the pinfall. Canyon knowing how to work as a team. Working with Rated there. Double team maneuver. Landed effectively on Nightfall. His corner looking to make a tag in. Felon went to stop his brother. He did. I love the rivalry we got going here. Warline says, ready to get Nightfall out of here. Is he going to be the man to do it? Picks him up. Look at the strength. Drops him. Crowd loving this. Again, NAW versus New. Winner take all. The war ends tonight with a stunner. Into the corner. Cutting the ring in half. Wise. Working together as a team. This is incredible. Just staring him down now. They're talking strategy in the corner there. You see both Mark and Cannon. Big super kick. Waited for him. Look at the confident pin. He collapsed on him. Unreal. The cockiness there of Rated. Just laying on him. Like he was a damn pillow. Unreal. NAW up 4-2 now. Fallon, the legal man. Brady says, I love that kick. Georgia Beer Company Raspberry Blonde. That sounds good too. So again, for everyone joining us on this special Saturday night pay-per-view, for future pay-per-views, does this work? Would you rather have it during the week? Let me know. Saturday nights can be rough, because I know people may want to do other things than hang out with me on Twitch. But for those that are, thank you so much. I didn't have much time to plan this, as the actual Survivor Series for WWE is next week. Myself, Lana, and The Way will actually be attending it in person. We're very lucky to be able to go do that. So I kind of had to move things to this type of schedule for this particular pay-per-view. World Line cheering on Rated. Keep going. We got back from pub an hour before it started. So you're feeling good? Fallon doing work on Rated. You were at a kid's birthday party, so I'd rather be here. Yeah, that can be overwhelming at times. The endless energy. Yeah, I'm super thankful. Incredibly generous wife obtained the tickets as a gift for our anniversary this past summer. And we're going to have fun. I'm excited. Incredible aerial from Fallon here. Rated in trouble. Exhaustion, though. Fallon looking tired. And man says, get up, Rated. Tag out, man. You can't do it all yourself. IROB now, the legal man. Kicks in stereo. Rated really needs to tag out here. He is in trouble. Back to his feet. IROB getting dragged over to the corner. He's just staring him down. Why are you waiting? Tag, says Locke. OMG. Seriously. Rated trying to do the whole thing himself. I like his confidence, but damn. Big right. Yeah, you are right there. Make the tag. What are you doing, Rated? This could cost your team. We're on the outside here. Rated face first into the apron on the outside. That's going to leave a mark, especially just recovering from the match they had. There are no countouts in this particular one, and apparently the referee is very lost as he's running circles on the left there. Rated tells IROB to suck it, goes for the pinfall here. Referee jogging across the arena to get in a position. 2 count. IROB kicks out. Setting up. Book in there. Goes for the pin. You are the Punisher. You can take a pinfall attempt. Falls count anywhere. Yes. It is. IROB eliminated 4-1. NAW is up and almost certain victory ahead. The Felon, the last member standing here. And 2K being 2K. Yeah. Gotta love it. You never know what you're going to get, especially if when we go to 2K20, we don't even know if we'll get through a match. Oh, man. Reversal. Rated still fighting for his team. He needs to just get out of this match. Yes, MX. It is a mugging. Oh, my God. Tombstone. Rated is dead. Pinfall attempt. Will Rated get eliminated? Oh, ho, ho. 2.873214. Steiner stats. That was the count. Oh my God, setting up another tombstone on the outside. 2. Call that a 2-stone. Pinfall attempt after that. Stubborn ass Rated. Gonna get eliminated here if he's not careful. Still finds a way to kick out. That is a great question. There's no count out. Why are you still on the apron? Great question. Rated pinfall attempt on the Felon. NAW lives on. NEW, the Nerd Elite Wrestling Program, is dead. 100-bit donation for NAW. Hip hip. Hooray. Locke, you want me to put your name down on that? Rated is one tough SOB. That is a fact.
Here are your winners, the Disaster.
You do need a hoodie. All right, Locke, we're putting you down. Getting his own merch.
Robert the Punisher Jones and Magnificent Mark Bennett.
Clean sweep here tonight for NAW. They win overall 4 matches out of the 6. So damn near sweep overall in the night. A sweep in the main event. This has been incredible. 100-bit donation. Hip hip. Hooray. Thank you for that. DKA getting another entry into our raffle. We talked about our next raffle too. This one's for a hoodie. The next one, unless you want it for this one if you win, we've been talking about doing a $60 video game of your choice. So if that's something that piques your interest, let us know. It can be on any console. Switch, PS4, Xbox One, PC, whatever you have. We'll fund it. We'll find a way to make it work. But what an incredible 150 here. NAW lives on. And for the question that all of you want to know, where are you going? What's happening? Well, we now know NPC is the NAW Performance Center. That's coming on Tuesday. Let's click over to this here. NAW remains. Let me get Star Wars. Dude, Fallen Order. That's a great game. Yes, game of your choice, up to $60 value. So that'll be how it works. So that'll be our next giveaway. Unless you want the hoodie. That'll be the option. DK wants the hoodie. I also want to do the commentary. So regarding that, DK, let me answer that question too. If you win the raffle, that has nothing to do with the commentary or general manager prize. That's on a month-to-month basis. So whoever has the most bit donations at the end of each month wins the prize of being able to book an entire show. And based on your suggestion, now we'll find a way to have them assist with commentary for that show. So the raffle has nothing to do with that type of prize. It's whoever donates the most. Usually they go hand in hand, Cody. You've donated the most before and not won a raffle. But those are some things. We can talk about it more too. If you have questions, post in our Facebook group, Nerd Acumen Wrestling, which remains, by the way. So for those all on NEW, you're not without jobs. I promise you that. You're still part of a roster. Some of you will be going to Tuesday night NPC, the Performance Center, to get fine-tuned to get called up. The rest of you will be on Thursday nights NAW. So NAW's moving again to Thursdays. How do we want to do this? You're all going to ask me, hey, what am I on? Am I on the main roster? So how about I just do this? I have the main roster list. If your name does not get announced on this main roster list, you are on NPC. Rest is 2 NPC. So here we go. There was no particular order for this draft. It wasn't like I drew numbers. There was a rhyme and reason for how we made our picks. For now, that'll remain disclosed. The 2 shirts and a hoodie, 1 shirt and the hoodie are new. You know, that's a piece of history, regardless. So if you've been a part of new, you're part of a piece of history. Will it ever return in the future? It may. But as of right now, this is what we're going with. And this is based on our viewer count. It has gone a little down. We've lost a few of our tenured talents. They've been taking hiatuses. Paige, Cross, Havoc, just to name a few recent ones. Phoenix. There have been others that have taken hiatuses and still haven't given confirmation that they're coming back yet. So, or when they're coming back. So, if you're hearing those names for the first time regarding hiatus, surprise, they're taking a break. 100-bit donation, bat, hip hip, hooray, thank you so much for that. Let me get you on here, and then we'll go down the list, and you'll hear where you're ending up. This is for Thursday night Nerd Acumen Wrestling. Thursday night NAW, 8:30 p.m. every week. There are 31 individuals that are going to be on that roster every week. We'll find a way to get you booked. Cross got yeeted. Cross got murdered. He got basically torn apart by Havoc. So, no, he willingly stepped away for a while. He's busy. We always respect that. Outside things come first. I hope you'd all respect that one day if I ever walked away from doing this program for you and wouldn't hate me for it. It's inevitable that there will be an end to this program one day. As of right now, we're still steaming ahead. So, but if these numbers keep dwindling, then that's usually the sign to hang it up, right? But I'm here for you all in the time being because you guys enjoy this, hopefully. I love doing this for you. But without further delay, you was yeeted by the rope? Yeah. Alright. I'm stalling. 31 members in alphabetical order. Adam from Annihilation. Amy. Alpha. Andrea Lana, aka Lana. Bones. Brandon the Maniac Coleman. Brett Curtis. Chris Evans. Crusher. DKA. Don. The End. Grand Canyon. Gravity Well. Herman, aka Wicked. Igor the Terrible. iRob version 4. Jason the Felon. Kevin. Kinda Smalls. Nightfall. Cody King. Crystal. Kira. Austin. Lock Steady. Mark Bennett. Mark Bowers. Robert, aka Rated. Seth. Trevor. And last but not least, The Way. These are the members that will be participating in Nerd Acumen Wrestling on Thursday nights. If your name was not listed, you will be on Tuesdays at the Performance Center. From there, we will be doing the 4-week tournaments every month, and then we'll be calling up one individual, and again, it'll be based on your performances and community feedback and your involvement. So if you're not on this main roster and you want to be, watch programs, save up strands. Did I say Crystal? I did say Crystal. Yes. I did. But yes, be involved. I encourage you to be more involved. The examples I gave earlier were just perfect cases. Cross, Mark, recent ones. Cody was a rookie at 1.2. And look at these things that they've accomplished in the time frame they have. So just because you're new and you don't win a match, do not get discouraged. Save up your strands. Get title shots. Be involved. Be creative and have fun with your character. And just make yourself known in this community. DKA is a great example. He came in, blew us away with his entrance. He was in the main event of Survivor Series tonight. He was in other championship matches. He may not win every single match he's in, but he's making a difference and making himself known. Brett, you're a great example too in the early days. You were not the OGs of episode 1. You came in at like episode 3.
rise to the top. Oh yeah. I am
DKA,
the queen.
100-bit donation. Hip hip. Hooray, thank you for that.
Belt.
So DKA. Rated wants the first shot at Seth. He's going to get it. We already have one match booked for Thursday now. Rated Seth in the main event. Thursday. That is huge. And Noob, what's going on? How you been? Blind Space, hello. I signed on episode. I'm great, Blind. We're just talking about some of the new things as far as the league. You cut a promo on episode 2. Okay.
To the top. Oh yeah. I am the queen. Yeah, let me see it. Yeah.
Mark Jordan, the
I
fun,
want
too.
my title back.
Triple threat for the NAW Championship. This match is growing on our first ever main event for the new NAW. You don't have any strands yet?
I don't waste all these people's
Rated.
time bitching and moaning and bitching
Oh, man.
and bitching 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 and bitching. Are you bitching?
There it is. So yeah, episode 1 is when you signed Brett.
I want my belt.
You took a break, you came back. Blind Space.
Yowie wowie.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much for the follow. That's incredible. So yes, Brad's another great example. He made early history in the program, basically, which is running the place. He was the first unstoppable force on the show. After a couple losses, he took a brief hiatus. Nightbot basically killed him. He was gone for 100 episodes. Came back, won the belt, and I mean, here we are. Everything is going crazy this week in wrestling. Yeah. Yeah.
But the queen will rise to the top. Oh yeah. I am the queen. Yeah, let me see it. Yeah.
Locke
Mr.
redeeming the NAW title for Cody King. Wow, a show of good sportsmanship. We have a fatal 4-way for our NAW champion, Seth, the undisputed champion, his first defense. Things are not looking good for his first title defense. But this is how you get things done on the show. The more you watch, the more you earn strands. Vote along, and if you get in the top 3 places, you get strands. You catch my drift? The more active you are and more involved, the better odds you have of getting rewarded and getting title shots here. It's as simple as that. This show does not require you to donate, although we love our donators and we give away prizes for those that participate in that. We are very grateful for it. It is not a requirement. This is not a pay-to-win league by any means. It does not give you any advantage if you donate actual money or bits. It helps us and it keeps us going and funded, but ultimately is not required. This is not one of those things. Great merch too, says Batman. Yes, we do have a merch store if you'd like to check that out. It's in our info section. But other than that, anyone have any questions about how the show is going to work going forward? I'll take a few moments to answer questions. Cody be training top guys on the NAW Performance Center. Small advantage if you donate enough to be GM. It is a small advantage. You could technically put yourself in every match for one show. However, everything could change that very next show. So, Cody says I've never donated. I don't believe you. DKA, 100-bit donation. Hip hip. Hooray, thank you so much for that. That says I'm screwed. What are we doing? We're just concluding our pay-per-view event. If you're curious on what we do, and if you want to be part of this show, Blind Space, join us on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Discord, the most active places, mostly Facebook as far as cards. If you want your character to be on the show, we're playing 2K19 still. Check out our archives on our YouTube down below the chat there. We have a complete playlist of all 150 episodes of the show, and we compete every Tuesday, Thursday night. Upload your character on Xbox One, hashtag NAW, and, that's it. You basically bought the tickets to Survivor Series for them. Kinda. However, the money doesn't solely go to me. Keep that in mind. And I'll be 100% clear. Where the donations that you guys go, anything that you give to us in a monetary value or bit donations, Every check that I cash goes into a joint account for myself and anyone else involved with DNA, including Locke there. It goes to equipment purchases and merch purchases. We have not selfishly spent a single penny on ourselves with that money. I take a lot of pride in that. This is not for any personal gain. This is to really make the best show possibly we can do. We'd love to make it as a career. It's probably not feasible. It's very lucky for those that actually make a career out of doing this. But we just love what we do, and every penny, if you have ever wondered, like, why am I giving these people bits or money? Well, we're trying to make a better show, and we're trying to get things like this merch, and we're trying to give things away back to you guys for investing not only your money, but your time, because you can't replace that with money. So for those that tune in every single week and spend time with us in this chat, that is huge, and that means the world to all of us. Hitting 150 tonight for this show alone is a huge milestone for myself personally on the DNA channel. Locke and I produced, 100 episodes with the weekly dosage together. We now have a podcast tomorrow night. Check us out right here and then on podcast platforms if you want to give us a listen. But we're moving forward with new content creation. We're still doing this thing. It's to the day that number over there, the 22, hits 0, or if it's 1 and it's just me and Locke, that's the day that we end this thing. So as long as you guys keep showing up, we're going to keep producing content. And Blind, what is our Facebook? Facebook.com/groups/NerdAcumen Wrestling is the wrestling one. And then if you want to find us just on Facebook, search for Dose of Nerd Acumen. The links are also in our info section of our Twitch channel here. You can find any of our social media pages there. So if you want to be part of the roster, let us know. And Rated, are you in Wolfpack? Yes. The answer is finally out there. And the answer is yes. Welcome. You can't remember all the commands. That's okay. It's been a long day. At least for me. So, Brett, you've been watching every show while you're... Really? So we've mentioned you a few times. And Brett, thank you. That's incredible. For those that have reached out and friended us on social media too, and just connected with us, our lives outside of these characters that we portray in this show, it's huge. Been here since day one. Going to be here to the day's end. Thank you. It's incredible to have a complete stranger somewhere in the world supporting us like this too. It's humbling. It's really neat. So the way we give back is just the things we're doing, right? This is free entertainment. We're sacrificing our free time and lives to do this for you. So the tag redemption is for members of Wolfpack. I'll let you choose if it me and you or I-Rob, whatever. Yeah, Raider, we'll talk. We'll figure it out. That's happening Thursday. But that's all I have for you. Unless you guys have any other questions. Feeling like an open book right now, I guess. Join us tomorrow night if you want to listen to a podcast. We're going to be talking about a bunch of random things. 100-bit donation from Bat. Hip, hip. Hooray, thank you for that. It's incredible. Keep them coming, guys. We love it. We want to give that hoodie away. But yeah, join us tomorrow night for the podcast. I'm going to be talking about Xbox's Insider. That's the bulk of my section of it. You could be a motivational speaker. You could be. You could. Never give up. Do what you want to do. Follow your dream. There, see, I'm motivating. But yeah, check out the podcast tomorrow. XO19, I'll be talking about. I don't know what Caleb's or Locke's section are going to be. They haven't added to the document we have, so I don't know what it's going to be. Then, of course, please join us for Cody's NPC on Tuesday. He's been putting a lot of hard work behind the scenes on that. Give him a great kickoff that he deserves for the program. We got a lot of new talent that deserves some airtime and recognition, and we want to see what they can do for the future of this program and groom them to be main eventers like all of you. Batman, I watch NPC. Thank you. It made you mad because you weren't there. I'm sorry, Brett. I'm sorry. But that's it. We had someone ask to join our social media pages. Someone's found us. I'm glad to see you found us. But yes, join us tomorrow night. Turn on those alerts. to be notified when we go live. If you missed the podcast, that's okay. Check us out on Google, Apple, Breaker, Anchor, Spotify is what I use. And that's it. 150 in the books. It's huge. It's huge. You joined. Thank you, Blind. We'll be talking. We want to get your character made and uploaded because you could potentially join as soon as Tuesday night. So, and yes, Batman, it's been great. Good night to you and good night to everyone. We will see you at the NAW Performance Center. Best of luck to all our rookies. And then, of course, see you Thursday night for NAW, because it's the winner. I have an idea storyline. Let me know. Yes. Cody right there. He makes video packages. Talk to him. We're going to make things big. Anyways, it's been a pleasure. Until next time.